Hey, welcome everybody. This is the voice of e-commerce, and behind that voice is the voice of Kurt Johnson. I am the executive director of marketing and sales here at the e-commerce business school, and it's our 4-day grand opening of the e-commerce business school open house. And you get to join us live right now with Wes Northcutt. I'll flip my slide here in just a second, and you're going to learn how Wes brings his expert consulting to bring people along in their e-commerce journey. Now, please, 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 if you're interested in our free membership that we're announcing throughout this weekend with several interviews, go to joinebs.com. That's join EBS Echo Bravo Silly, whatever that one is, .com, and you'll be able to check us out even more. So here's my good friend and new associate, Wes Northcutt. He lives in Tennessee, and Wes is recently additional, actually, staff within 80/20, bringing him into our sales department. And it's been a really good fit. You know, Ann and myself, we look for what we call kindred spirits, those that really are in the game of commerce, in this case, e-commerce, so that people are our first priority, and we're able to empower them in what they do. Before we talk about that, though, Wes, it's just been fun getting to know you the last few months. Why don't you allow then a bigger audience here to get to know you a little bit? Who's Wes Northcutt, and welcome aboard, and thanks for your time today.
Hey, all right, thanks, Kurt. Who's Wes Northcutt? I don't know. Definitely enjoy consulting with everybody in the e-commerce industry, and setting them up on their path. For me as an individual, I'm into fitness, I'm into hunting, I'm into fishing. I like to get outdoors. I like to be active. I like to own my own time. I have my dog that I found and who was born on the same day as me, so that was destiny. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of your average guy, but I'm a go-getter. I like to go out and get things done. To sum it up.
Well, I want to go deeper than that, but I do hope that you live longer than your dog.
Right. I hope so too.
But you mentioned the hunting and the fishing and all that. It was actually one of our master trainers, Cody Neer, that referred you to us and say, hey, you need someone in the sales department. I know this guy, the hunting and the fishing, and why don't you describe a little bit more about your journey into why you love talking to people and helping them achieve their goals?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's something I've kind of always done. I guess I started in the fitness industry, and so originally I would talk to people about where they wanted to go in life on a fitness and health wise. And coming from someone that I was originally born with asthma. Was told by my parents were told by the docs that I would never run, I would never be able to, be in athletics and so on and so forth. And I've just always had this internal stubbornness about me, to where I would go from a breathing treatment straight into sprinting and running again. So it's just like an ongoing cycle of getting oxygen and then running out of oxygen, getting oxygen, running out of oxygen. But through that, I found healthy eating and thus the fitness industry. And I overcome asthma altogether. I no longer have it. I'm not affected by it. I can run all day, work out all day, the whole 9 yards. It was a rare case. If you had asked the doctors, for me, it was just making healthful decisions. And so I wanted to take that and help other people do the same.
Great.
While on that path, I fell in love with the business side of things. And on my own at the same time was building out an e-commerce store myself. It's kind of jumping a lot of information there, but that's ultimately how the two converged. Was through a personal mentor at my fitness facility, who ran a big company, was VP of Herf Jones, and then my own e-commerce side, and then I don't know, they just kind of converged. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And there is a lot of convergence and similarities there. Working as a personal trainer and then directing personal trainers and all that. It is results driven. That's what we are. We're results driven e-commerce mentoring community, but I guess maybe hand holding and butt kicking or whatever you want to call it with people that I'm here and I want to get there.
No
And
one's better than you at
well, the
that.
day after Thanksgiving, I need some butt kicking because of what I ate yesterday. But anyway, we won't go
Right.
there. We are, oh, in case you just joined us, we are in the first day of our open house of the e-commerce business school. And I'm here with Wes Northcutt, one of our new staff members. And you're welcome to grab a free membership to check us out. It's just www.joinebs.ecommercebusinessschool.com. So anyway, so Wes, in terms of that, what's some commonalities? You obviously were a very motivated people to overcome challenges in your life. What are some commonalities that you do on the consultative selling kind of side of things to come alongside people and motivate, help, convince for them to change their life and change their destiny?
Yeah, great question. So the biggest commonality is confidence and ability to take action. It's what's needed in health and fitness in order to hold yourself accountable and commit to a goal, and have the confidence and believe in yourself that you'll be able to achieve that goal. Well, on the e-commerce side, you're committing to growing a business. You're committing to on your own terms, owning your time, and then making money, right? And then building a brand, and you know, for some directing around their passion. For others, their passion is just the business, you know. So I like to come in, figure out what your history is, understand what's actually motivating you, and set goals around that to kind of kick your butt into action. You know, give you that powerful why, so that you wake up and still pursue it every day, as opposed to, well, that was yesterday's dream. Today's another day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's great. And we've used the word consultative selling. We're kind of describing what consultative selling is now. A lot of people, there's a negative connotation to sales because of the stereotypical used car salesman getting
Right.
people to spend money or buy something they don't want to buy. But when you come alongside people and really hear their hearts, that's consultative selling. What's in it for you? Where do you want to go? And then help people, because usually everything that they want, we don't tell them what they want. They choose what they want. But usually everything that they want is outside of their own patterns or comfort zones. And so
Correct.
there is a motivation there. There is a push. How do you walk that path between the old stereotypical used car sale of getting people to do what they don't want to do versus really encouraging and helping and challenging people to take the steps necessary to go get what they want?
Great question. One word answer: listening. I listen to them and what they're saying, and not and respond and react off that, as opposed to, this is what I want you to get. You're gonna get this. Hey, I know you think that's cool, but I still want you to get this. You know, that's the stereotypical sales guy. I got this package and I want you to buy it. Now, how do I get you to buy it? Whereas one of the reasons why I fell in love with e-commerce business school is our mission and vision is to help entrepreneurs achieve success in multitudes of ways. It's not like we just do print on demand, or we just instruct arbitrage, or we've got the whole nine of e-commerce covered. So it makes it easier, especially on my side, to do consultative selling and not, you know, car salesman style, trying to get the best deal, you know what I mean? And where I can figure out what is actually going to be the best route for them based on where they're at in their life now. For example, if you're coming into me, you're working a 9 to 5, you're kind of maybe even on that paycheck to paycheck scale, then we got to use and work with what you've got. You're not in a position where you can leap and accept drowning. You know what I mean? Because if you drown, you're now in bankruptcy. You're now, you know what I mean? You're going to hate me for the rest of your life working at minimum wage. Like, that's an all or nothing on one sell. I don't want that. For that person, I want to direct them down the arbitrage path, because they can work it on their outside of their 9 to 5. They can go use current retailers around them, right? And then take and scan products and see which is going to be profitable and flip it on Amazon. And that can drive their cash flow to then build a brand and an asset on the side and scale out and get out of their 9 to 5 and live their own life. Now, if there's someone that's in a more fortunate position where they're not living paycheck to paycheck and they've already got aspirations and goals and a brand and a niche idea in mind, then I would take them down that route, as opposed to, no, I want you to get this. You're going to get this. You know what I mean?
Well, it comes through loud and clear that you really care about the person and what they're looking for, figuring that out and showing them the best path for them so that they can get there, because it's not a cookie cutter process. And so that's awesome. Now, you also mentioned a little bit ago, when we started to get to know each other, Cody Neer referred you to us, and we started working together, and we do meetings like this on Zoom and staff meetings and on and on. I've talked to you recently, so I'm not trying to lead you or manipulate in any way, shape, or form, but you indicated to me that you were liking it here at EBS, just internally working with Ann and her staff and all that. I do this on purpose, not because we look for pats on the back, but we're opening this free membership. Come on in. The water's fine. We know there's a lot of junk out there, but we ain't junk. So how did you feel about Ann and the staff and coming and getting to know us and working with us really quite closely in our objectives and endeavors?
Yeah, no, great question. So it was, it's kind of ties into something my previous mentor before, something that he taught me and mentioned to me. And it was just like, wow, I like that. I agree, and the same was, I bet on the man, not the horse. Right. In this case, it's the people, not the business. And when I met you, I met Ann, I met Sharon, I saw the community. I saw people that truly believe and love and have a passion for what they do. Like, I've never seen, especially with Ann, someone so driven to help other people achieve success. And whatever that definition may be to them. And I've never seen someone that's better than keeping people accountable than you, Kurt. You know what I mean? And with Sharon, one of the nicest people I've ever met, in my entire life. And all of you have walked the walk on e-commerce, and you're actually interactive daily, multiple times a day with the community. And I've been around, I've seen other courses in other communities where that's not the case. It's come here, buy a course, join the group, good luck. And then their courses aren't even very thorough. It's the same free content you could get on the web or on YouTube. You're wasting your money. Whereas with here, you guys have gone the extra mile and then some, and then continue to go even further when you find out something's changed in the course. By giving step-by-step, thorough instructions. There's no questions at the end of it. If there is, it's because there was so much information, you forgot something, and then we just need to remind you it was right there, and you're like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of what got me, basically I fell in love with EBS,
Awesome. And you've mentioned a couple times, Wes, as we've been talking here for these few minutes, of a mentor or two of your past. And we're a results-driven mentorship, e-commerce mentorship community, and we believe in mentorship. We have these different mentorship levels. Just speak to mentorship in general as to evidently it was important in your life. Why was having a mentor important to you, and why it reflects on why we believe mentorship is important here?
Yeah, mentors really help guide, but also paint the picture for you of what's achievable. That's what I like to say. So not only, in my personal, like for my personal circumstance, I didn't know how I was going to get out of the fitness industry, but I knew I had bigger aspirations. My mentor had been and done things outside the industry. Successful businessman, was VP of Herf Jones, ran and managed his own business in his own territory for them. Prior to that, a multi-million-dollar business. So he had seen things, right? Well, instead of me not having him and going out and taking a few extra L's on the chin, trying to figure out my path and my way, especially navigating the business industry, he really eased that learning curve and helped guide me down a business career. I mean, that would be my biggest thing about mentors is not they give you the belief that you can achieve, but also like they give you the foresight. Does that make sense?
Did it cut time off of your learning curve to get to where you wanted to go?
Yeah, and that's what I guess I should be clear. That's what I mean is by I took less L's, meaning less hits on the chin,
Mm-hmm.
which would have been my learning curve.
Right.
In order to learn, you got to take some L's, you got to take some hits on the chin, right?
Yep.
Well, a mentor goes, whoa, 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 hey, don't go left here. You want to go right, and this is why. You go, oh, okay, thanks, and move
Yep.
forward.
Yep. Great. Great. Well, talking about hits on the chin, you got a picture of someone behind you there and a story behind it. Why don't we end with that?
Yeah, so that's John Wayne. And you mind if I change my camera to show all the memorabilia
No,
on the
go
right?
ahead. Yeah, no,
All
it's
right,
all yours. Yeah.
so let's see here. And tell me if it's clear
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, there you go. So you got
Yeah.
John Wayne plates up there, mug, a lever action from the True Grit, the John Wayne show, two more mugs and some more statues and stuff below, and then watches. And then it's even the John Wayne picture clock up there and John Wayne Drive above the window.
Love it. Love
So
it.
all that stuff was my grandpa's. My grandpa passed a couple years ago. Biggest John Wayne fan ever met. Grew up watching John Wayne movies with him. And it is an honor to have this collection. But as for that picture on the wall growing up, I thought that was my grandpa. They look so identical. And if you met my grandpa, this is a man who did 2 years in NAM, went back willingly, got orange gas both times. This guy doesn't give up.
Yeah.
He's a hard son of a gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wore a cowboy hat, liked to ride horses, the whole nine. And he was the spitting image of John Wayne. And so growing up, I thought that was just a portrait of him.
Love it.
Through him, I fell in love with John Wayne myself. So
Love it. Well, how was your John Wayne impersonation?
terrible.
Okay, I won't ask you to do it then. Guys, here we are at the e-commerce business school. Wes is part of the staff now. We're loving it and he's loving it. We're just real people that want to help you in our results driven e-commerce mentorship community. And if you'd just like to check it out, absolutely free of charge. There's no obligation, nothing. We want you to come on in to www.joinebs.com and you're welcome to join us. So appreciate your time today, Wes.
Thank you, Kurt.
All right. On behalf of Ann Sieg and Brian Cummings and Cody Neer and everybody, we wishing everybody just a great holiday weekend. There's going to be many more of these throughout the rest of the weekend. Have a great one. Bye-bye.